Rumors had been spreading for weeks in Rome about a change no one could name, whispers that the country's rigid political lines were about to bend. In the spring of 1978, Italy was a nation on edge. The years of lead had bled bombs and bullets into daily life, and an uneasy experiment was underway. Aldo Moro, a towering figure of Christian democracy and architect of a proposed historic compromise with the Italian Communist Party, was steering his party toward an unprecedented opening. To some, it promised stability. To others, it was betrayal. On the morning of March 16th, those rumors collided with violence. Moro's car was ambushed on Via Fani. In a sliver of Rome traffic, 5 men from his escort were shot dead, and the statesman was taken. The city awoke to images of blood-soaked streets, and the Red Brigades, a Marxist urban guerrilla group, claimed responsibility, saying they would hold Moro and put him on trial. What followed was a standoff in miniature, 55 days of letters, secret emissaries, anguished appeals, and a government determined to show no weakness. The brigades sent communiques and a list of demands, the release of imprisoned comrades, proof that the Italian state could not silence their cause. Moro, meanwhile, wrote pleading, stately letters addressed to party leaders, to the Pope, and to his family, letters that mixed personal humiliation with moral invective. Some suggested negotiation. Rome's government embraced the linea della fermezza, the hard line, no bargaining with terrorists. Tension mounted not only in the streets, but behind closed doors. The historic compromise, the rapprochement between the Christian Democrats and the Communists, made Moro's fate more than a matter of rescue. If he lived, a reshaped Italian politics might be possible. If he died, the political center that had been tilting toward accommodation could snap back. It is here that the conspiracy theories begin, and where the official history remains contested. The Red Brigades were tried and held responsible. In May, on the morning of May 9th, a Renault 4 was found in Via Caetani, a symbolic place equidistant between the headquarters of the Christian Democrats and the Communists, and inside lay Moro's body. Ballistic and forensic inquiries placed responsibility on the brigades, and courts convicted several members. But gaps in the record, contradictory witness accounts, and puzzling actions by security services left many questions unanswered. Journalists, magistrates, and historians have pointed to a web of covert actors operating at the time. Italy's intelligence services, Western intelligence networks worried about communist influence inside NATO's backyard, and clandestine organizations such as the secretive Propaganda 2 or P2. Some allege that elements within the state were willing to sacrifice Moro's path to compromise, or at least unwilling to do everything possible to bring him back because his survival threatened entrenched interests. Others argue that foreign intelligence services feared a new Italian alignment and that misdirection, withheld information, and obstructed inquiries were more than incompetence. Concrete proofs have been elusive. Records were lost or classified. Testimonies contradicted one another. Files pertaining to security operations were incomplete. What remains is a pattern rather than a smoking gun. Delayed police responses, ignored leads, last-minute refusals to engage in delicate negotiations, and a political instinct to contain panic rather than to reveal fractures within the state. These anomalies supplied fertile ground for conspiracy, the idea that Moro was not only a hostage of extremist militants, but also of a deeper bipartisan silence. The Moro affair reshaped Italy. The murder extinguished the most visible push toward integrating the Italian left into government,